If we are going to learn how to use our broadleaf ID key, we need to learn about leaf edges. So on the bottom half of this page here, we've got different kinds of leaf edges. The most simple one, if I can find my example twig, nope, I can't find my example twig of smooth edges. So this is a wavy edged leaf. It's not quite smooth, but it doesn't really have teeth either. I had a smooth leaf example here, but I can't seem to find it right now. So you have smooth and wavy, and then you have single toothed. So this one is single toothed, and so is this one. So you can see when we get it up close, need to get it to focus here, all of those little teeth are about the same size. And those ones are quite small. This twig, they're a little bit bigger on these leaves, but they're all about the same size, single toothed. Double toothed is a little harder to ID. This one shows it pretty distinctly. Let's see if I can get this one to focus up close. Where there's big teeth, so that's a big tooth, and then there's little teeth on those big teeth. So big tooth, and then those big teeth are toothy. If I put that down on the ground, maybe I can show you a little bit better. So there's these big teeth you can see, and then each one of those big teeth is toothed. I'm going over this multiple times because this is one of the problems, single tooth versus double tooth, that people really struggle with. So you can see each one of these veins here ends at a tooth, but each one of those teeth have their own little teeth. That's a double tooth. I'll show you another one that's not quite as obvious. This one's also double-toothed. And again, each one of those veins ends at a big tooth, but each one of those big teeth has little teeth. This one looks like it might be single-toothed. It's very hard to tell, but the double-tooth looks a little bit more ragged than a single-tooth. So here's the single-toothed again. It's a little bit neater. The double-toothed is a little bit more ragged. Here's another easy double-toothed. You can see those big teeth. Each vein has a tooth, but each tooth has multiple little teeth coming off of it. So we've got smooth, wavy, double-toothed, single-toothed. Those are the main ones, but then we also sometimes have lobes. So a maple leaf is your typical lobed. So in comparison to our classic simple leaf, this simple leaf has a petiole and then one leaf blade. Typically these leaf blades come in a variety of oval shapes. But a maple leaf has lobes. It's not that oval shape. Depending on what kind of maple you might have 3 lobes or 5 lobes. This is definitely a lobe. Here's another lobe here. Here's another lobe here. And then sometimes people count these 2 little ones down here as lobes. If we get a nice big sugar maple in here, we can see that those 2 bottom ones are quite large. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lobes on that sugar maple. So we've got smooth and wavy, double-toothed, single-toothed, and lobed. Those are the kinds of leaf edge margins. While we're on this page, we might want to talk about the different vein patterns. This maple leaf has a palmate vein pattern. These main veins, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main veins going to each one of those lobes. That's a palmate pattern. Most leaves have a pinnate pattern. You can see that central vein coming all the way down, and then those main veins going out to each of those big teeth. Sometimes you can see it better on the bottom. That main vein going up the center vein, and then all those other ones coming off from that main vein. That's a pinnate leaf. Most leaves that you're going to encounter are pinnate. There is one species that is arcuate. That's the dogwood species, where the veins, instead of going to the end, to where the teeth are, all the veins come all the way to the tip. If you have an arcuate vein, you've got a dogwood. And if I find one, I'll post a video. I've got some other in the field videos where I show you some trees. All right, enough for that page.